Oh, it's so epic. Oh yeah, there he is. Charlotte! Boss! Here's the big boy. Rock Bear. Welcome to the update to the build guide, guys. Welcome. I did manage to change a lot of things in this build, but we will get over it together again to see what I've changed, what are the good things, what are the bad things, and how we basically got where we are right now. So let's begin, shall we? We changed some pieces of the gear. Let's start with that. I changed the gloves and the helmet. And as well as I bought I think a new ring, but I'm not sure. I think it is a new one. And 2 new unique talismans. Now, why we have changed is due to some quality of life things. And mainly due to the life getting too low with the berserk buff. I will come back to that in a second. So why constricting command? Well, obviously it is still one of the best damage nodes you can have. But you need to spec a lot further down to get all the benefits of it, of course, because of the surrounding nodes. We did make a workaround with that, and I'll show you in a minute what it looks like. But for now, constricting command with some new gloves. I actually need to quality it up. But with more attack speed, melee skills, life, and as well as a increased attack speed soul core. And we've got a better ring with some more resistance and life and stuff like that. So that's that. Next to that, the silver charm of the fall of the axe, which gives us onslaught during any effect once we are affected by a slow, which is really nice. It gives us a lot of skill speed and movement speed as well, which helps us with the quality of life. Next to that, of course, the Valako's Roar Topaz charm. Why we use that is due to charge regulation. Charge regulation gives us 1 more defenses because we get 4 endurance charges, as well as 25% skill speed when we have a frenzy charge. And that's where the Valako's Roar comes into play. The Valako's Roar basically gives us another amount of skill speed because it procs regularly in maps. Mostly I get it up to time up to 1 or 2 through the whole map. It just depends on how much lightning damage there is. But generally speaking, 1 frenzy charge per map overall gives us 25% increased skill speed, which is really nice, really comfortable. So that's a change we made. Also, we got rid of the berserk buff. Why is mainly due to the fact that it was too high maintenance for our life pool to regen it back, even with cannibalism and vitality 2. So yes, it did provide us with a lot of rage effect bonus, which gave us a lot of more damage. But because we got the constricting command, we do not need to run that buff anymore. And it makes it a lot comfortable to basically run the maps without any much trouble anymore. Because otherwise we needed to spam the life flasks very, 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 very much. And it was really a spammy build, which was not really comfortable. So I got rid of it. Next to that, I also got rid of Rampage. Why? Rampage is a skill that I like, but I don't like at the same time. And that is due to getting stuck a lot, having a lot of bugs. When you charge up and stand on your hind legs, it takes too long before you actually go on the Rampage itself, which gets you killed if you do not have enough stun threshold. You get those mini stuns and you get knocked out of your charge up, and then yeah, it's not nice at all. So that's why I got rid of it. Maybe later, once they change it or buff it, I might use it again or implement it in the build. But for now, I got rid of it because we mostly use our main skill, the Molen Crash. Anyway, speaking of that, I've done some changes or a small change in the skill gem, which was putting in elemental armaments 2 for some more increased elemental attack damage. And as you can see, maybe you compare it to the last video, we can get it up to about 120,000 damage tooltip DPS. But that's way more because once we jump 1 or 2 times, we armor break the enemy with the roar over here, the ferocious roar. And once it's armor broken, we actually do a lot more damage. So yeah, for the amulet, I actually want to instill one more thing, but I will come to that in a second. And the rest of the skills are, I think, relatively the same, but I will update the guide as soon as possible for that. Right, the passive tree. So we got rid of these cluster nodes right here for the fire, as well as these ones over here. We did lose 3 of these points. We lost some armor nodes. And we basically did better pathing, which saved us 2 points. So normally I went this way, but because I went this way anyway, I got rid of those nodes and also got rid of these ones. Also due to the constricting command having to save us a lot of points, or get a lot of more points to put them in the surrounding nodes. Now, other than that, nothing really changed. I actually did put these 2 nodes in as extra as well for some more fire damage. This stayed the same. Let's see. And then we went down for the constricting command nodes or the surrounding nodes over here. But I actually got myself a new jewel. It's an Against the Darkness. It has extra fire damage and increased strength. So we are sitting at about 250 strength, which gives us just a little bit more life, a little bit more comfortable mapping in that regard. I took these nodes for some more armored applies to elemental, and because it's the Against the Darkness jewel, it gives me also the increased strength and increased damage as extra fire. The same goes for these ones, these one, and this one. They all give me that plus total of 20% extra fire damage, which is pretty huge. It's pretty big. I recommend you take those notes, especially because of the combination with the maximum extra range. It's nice to pick up there anyway. And I put those in my first weapon set as well. Next to that, I took all the command nodes or all the surrounded nodes for basically armor evasion, attack damage, etc. Movement speed, all the other good nodes from the surrounding effects. This is just too good to miss up on if you have the points to spare. This is truly just endgame stuff. You can run the build fine without the constricting command and all the extra setups like this. Next to that, we of course took these 2 nodes for the attack damage surrounding nodes. We took Iron Reflexes, and that's due to my gloves having evasion rating, as well as the constricting command having also evasion rating. So that sums up giving us about, give or take 500 armor with the increased armor effect nodes on the tree. Then we go up here, also taking the weapon set because I was out of points. So, you gotta do what you gotta do. And took basically the whole wheel. Why I took the 50% increased surround effect area of effect is just because it's more quality of life. Until you get a corrupted, require 5 fewer enemies to be surrounded, then this is really useful because you do not have to, stay super close at the enemy before you get the additional effects of the surrounding nodes. But still, it is possible to get one with 5 fewer enemies, so you can just spec out of this node and just run fully without it. So those are the passive tree changes. I actually might spec out of these ones because I do not use them anymore. Let's just do that right away, so there's less confusion.
Back to the forge.
You can still use these ones if you are comfortable running it. If you do, use the endurance charge stuff. But I'm not, so I'm just gonna do it a little bit like this for now. And these are gonna be my last 2 points for the time being. Alright, so that's the build update. Let's run a map real quick and see what it's all about. So mainly I use the jumping skill. I just jump around on packs of mobs, roar a few times before I do so, because of the buff I get. Let's actually change, and let's go. And it sometimes has the bug where it doesn't change back to the demon form or the Bearrog form. So I'm gonna do this real quick. And now we are the real Bearrog. The Trembler of Worlds. Activate your roar. Use Welcome Calamity. And yeah, just stomp around. I actually use Ferocious Slam to basically clear most of the attacks of the mobs. Or a few times to get the armor break effect. And yeah, everything just dies in one go. What you can do, what the combo is most of the time, is just one jump, do a Ferocious Slam, and then continue on your way to destroy everything around you. Once the buff runs out, war a few times, jump again, and kill, and so forth. If you lack damage anyway, anyhow, I don't, but if you do, you can always activate Savage Fury once you read the map from time to time. It will give you a lot of damage increase, skill speed. Oh, this is actually really nice. Okay, go. Destruction! Pure chaos. This is not good for any PCs that have bad stats or bad, you know, bad stats on like the GPU or CPU. I don't know how you call it, but it's pretty intense, pretty heavy, especially just due to all the effects. But this is really fast because of the buff, so you can go even faster. Yeah, it's pretty insane. This is actually the stuff you want to get in the map as well, so you can clear it faster. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And you see we are a lot comfortable with our health right now. I don't have to press my life loss as much, unless there is a crazy bleed or ignite on us. But we can mostly out-heal it because of the cannibalism anyway. Stomping around, getting the high damage off. Oh, I'm not going to do the abyss right now. I'll save you that. Let's go and see if we can find the boss. There we are. So, boss setup, basically roar until you get your calamity up. Use your calamity, use your buff, your Savage Fury buff, and you jump on the boss, and it's dead. That's how fast it is. This is also this is tier 14, but basically the same for tier 15 in this case. So yeah, it's pretty dang strong. About 1 million DPS, maybe even more. But it's really comfortable. It's a lot more comfortable with the constricting command, getting all those extra buffs on it, being faster, just a tad bit. The only thing is you are a lot more squishy, or a little bit more squishy, because I used to have like around 15,000 armor, but that's down to about 12-ish with when I'm near one enemy, so just keep that in mind. But you are, in the end, not really that more squishy. You're basically having less armor than you used to, but on the other hand you have a lot more health sustainability due to the life regen not taking from your life with the berserk buff. So you can run it, but then you need to lose the charge regulation stuff. You can see it's already here. So that's a 25% skill boost, skill speed boost. Yeah, that's about it. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to upload. If you have any improvements to the build, let me know as well. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Cheers!